would have grown in some areas. You would have discovered new things. You would have morphed and changed. You would have started doing some new things in your business. You would have stopped doing some things in your business. You would have got more clarity in various areas in your business. And you would have stopped doing some things. As we start 2023, you're not the same person as you were when we started 2022. And neither is your business. Now, the big question is, as we move into 2023, does your LinkedIn profile reflect all of the changes that you made personally and your business made last year? If not, it is time for a refresh. And we are going to frame up some really good reasons for doing a refresh and how to position your LinkedIn profile so that it really works for your business. I am super excited to have you here. I'm Jill Chitty, and as a company, we ensure that your business model and your LinkedIn marketing skills really set you up to get the very best clients on a regular and reliable basis. So please write in the comments, I'll get my chat up. When was the last time you refreshed or rewrote your profile? If you haven't written it for a long time, then you're in the right place. So I've actually got 7. I was just refreshing my my training for you here, and there's 7 reasons that I want to give you for refreshing or rewriting, rethinking the way that you view the job of your profile. And then I'm going to give you some really clear frameworks. We have also got a handout, a little worksheet, kind of cheat sheet that's going to help you work through that. So we will we'll give you the option to access that in just a minute. So let's have a look. Christine, yours needs a a refresh. Did look at it a couple of weeks ago. Well done. That's great. That's more than most people. Most people think it's a set and forget. So if you've just joined us, great to see you. Pop in the chat, when was the last time that you refreshed or looked and gave your LinkedIn profile some focus? Now, there is a bit of a delay. Also, if you're watching on Facebook, pop your name in as you're writing comments, because I can't, for some reason, I can't restream, can't repopulate your name. Okay, got to be a few years ago. Pop your name in, whoever that was, so I can see who you are. Let's run through these 5 reasons. Number 1, and I think that's a general consensus. Most people haven't looked at their profile for such a long time. So, number 1, you need to keep your network up to date. I mean, this is hugely important because you are in this platform so that you can be relevant and you can draw people into what you're currently doing. And if you're constantly updating and new and relevant ways to your network, you are going to fall flat or behind some ideal clients in your network. Always be bringing in fresh people into your network who need to know with brevity, with clarity, what it is that you do. And so we're constantly reviewing the messages that we are sharing with our network. And that means that we need to change our profile on a regular basis. Number two is you need to improve your relevancy. It's a great reason for giving your profile a refresh, because as you improve your messaging and your relevancy, you're going to draw more people into your viewing your profile. It's extremely important that we have a process where we take new connections and we build the relationship and we put them on that marketing journey with us. And part of that marketing journey on LinkedIn is to bring them to our profile. That's the place where they get to discover a lot more of who we are. So if we're not relevant in that part of the funnel, it's all going to fall flat. So improving your relevancy is super, super important. And of course, now there's been some changes in how the LinkedIn algorithms pick up the keywords on your profile and where they pick them up from. So we need to stay relevant in where that is. Number three is by changing, refreshing, rewriting your profile, you are going to increase your visibility. How so? The LinkedIn algorithms take into account the recency and relevancy of your LinkedIn profile. In other words, if you haven't refreshed for a while, you're going to fall back into the algorithm's memory bank. Your score will be low. But if you are regularly updating it or refreshing it, you're going to stay top of mind. It's going to be scoring you higher in relevance and recency, and it's going to be pushing you out more. So visibility in terms of getting more profile views is key to keeping it updated, doing small tweaks and refreshments to it. We all want to be top of those searches of our ideal clients. Making regular changes is one of those things. Number four, you need to stand out to your competition. And when we all come onto LinkedIn, what do? We look at other people who are similar to us and we think, okay, that's the way we write our profile. And so we emulate what other people have done. But actually, as we move forward in business and we become more mature and more experienced, we really want to share our personality, our values, what makes us unique, our different processes that we have in place. And we want to be relevant and stand out. I'm going to show you some great frameworks for that. So it's really important that if you've never refreshed your profile from when you first came on to LinkedIn, that you actually make this such a personal piece to you. Number five, you can position yourself in such a personalized and relevant way when you keep refreshing your profile. You see, what worked for me last year and the ways that we work as a team, my team has grown since last year, is very different, and the capabilities we have are very different today than it was last year. And so I need to show and communicate and position myself as somebody who is far better at getting the results, far better at taking people from that zero state to that hero state, because we've learned more. We've worked with more clients. We have got those processes and systems in place. So when somebody reads my profile, it should instantly resonate with my ideal clients. So a couple of extras, because I was going to give you 5, and then we'll get into some of the details. By refreshing your profile, you begin to position yourself and your professional brand better and better. because you'll come to understand that actually that profile that you've got is actually a relationship building tool. And you're staying in touch with people. You're inviting people into the conversation. You are sharing with them your understanding of where they're at and what needs to be done next. And then finally, number 7, if you do nothing else, you want to update the social proof that you have on your profile, who you've worked with, what the results are that they're getting, those testimonies that speak loud and clear of the kind of ways that you work and the results that you get. So there's 7 compelling reasons, all about relationships, visibility, relevance, pushing out your profile, ensuring that when you've done the hard work of getting people onto your profile, that it really does the job. So let me give you an overview of my understanding of how the LinkedIn profile works super well. And this comes from, usually most years, I do hundreds, if not thousands, of LinkedIn profile reviews. And over the years, I have written LinkedIn profiles for some of the top CEOs who I'm not allowed to name, to enable them to move to bigger positions, to have that authority to pull in big clients for their businesses. And so they really, really work. But first of all, nowhere else and no other platform gives you such a fantastic real estate to market and showcase the brilliance of you. You've got so much that's going on in your profile that makes it incredible. That top headline with the banner, you've got your keywords. If you have gone into creator mode, you've got your hashtags, you've got your about section. That is what we're going to focus on. You've got your featured section that you can get people to totally lose themselves in your value and who you are. You've got your experience section, again, more opportunity to talk. And then you've got skills, which are keywords, and recommendations all in one place. It is absolutely fantastic. So let me give you an overview, but before, or as I'm telling you a key story, I'd like you to rate yourself or rate your LinkedIn profile as it stands on out of 10. So 1 means your profile is really lacking. It doesn't get much profile views, it doesn't get many visitors. And when you do, you don't get people taking action with you. And 10, of course, is, everybody that visits your profile does take action with you. They jump onto your marketing systems, they book calls with you. So those 7, while you're writing that, those 7 are: refreshing your network will keep you up to date and relevant. It will improve your relevancy. It will increase your visibility. It will help you to stand out for the competition. We are all in arenas where there is hyper amounts of competition. You can you can position yourself better, you can boost your professional brand, and you can share new social proof, which keeps you up to date and relevant. Okay, so my story is why I became so passionate. Oh, thank you for putting those in. You changed yours on Monday. Pauline's done a very brave and honest 2. Great, Pauline, this is really going to help you. So when I first started out in business, I didn't have a clue about social media because social media was just in its infancy. And I had paid for a budget website to be done because that's what you do, isn't it? You start a business, you build a website, and then you hope that everybody will just come. And my website was hacked and I was held to ransom for more money. That speaks of the level of my investment, I think. I was held to ransom to get it all debugged. And I said no, because you haven't done a good job anyway. And so what can I do? I'd had a really bad start on LinkedIn. So I went to a fairly basic workshop about getting your profile up and running. And I suddenly realized I'd been writing it all wrong. I did some research and I rewrote my profile. And within 2 weeks, I had won, I mean, this is going back 10 years ago, I had won 2 clients that was a total of just over £21,000. And I mean, and that was £21,000 in my bank. Beautiful, hey? And it made me sit up and think, hang on, there is something really powerful about a profile, almost a mini website. And that's what LinkedIn is moving towards, that we use this as our website. And so for 3 years, I exponentially grew my business by simply using my profile. And now there's far more capability than there was back 10 years ago. So there's so much that we can be doing on LinkedIn. Okay, let me give you this overview. Some tough talk. It is not your job to talk about you on your profile. Nobody gives a stuff about you because we've not built that relationship yet. But it is important that you share the message, that you understand where your ideal clients are, that you get them, that you know what it's like to be in their world, that you make them feel something. That your message on your profile is so darn relevant that they go, wow, this person really gets me. So that's what I want to frame up before we go into any of the talk. Your job is to say, I understand you. I get you. And I know what it's going to take. I know the steps that you need to take to get the results that you want to get. So we're not talking about ourselves. We're not asking questions on your profile. As a business owner and the marketer of your business, I expect you to know those questions. So if you've got more than one or two I, we, personal pronouns, I, we, me, my on your profile, it needs rewriting now. If you're just talking about yourself, it needs rewriting now. If you are pushing your programs, talking about your history and yourself, you've missed a vital step in connecting and making people feel safe with you. You know, when we make people feel something, they take action out of that. It's human behavior. Give me a thumbs up or an I agree if this really resonates with you, because this is the key piece that people are missing. The key piece that people are missing. And so you do the hard work of creating content, being active on LinkedIn, which is the sole purpose of that is to drive traffic to your profile and to have those conversations. You do that hard work and it falls flat because your profile isn't resonating and isn't moving people forward. So we want to speak in their language. We want to make what we write hyper relevant. So ask yourself this question. What do people need to know about me and my business that is going to make them feel safe, understood that there's hope or potential for growth, and that I could be part of that mix for them moving forward in their business. What do people need to know about you? That's fine that you're late. And actually, this goes on the replay wherever you're watching it. It will populate within a few minutes. And it's a really important question to ask, because when somebody shows up on your profile, you have under 5 seconds to qualify or disqualify, and both are really important. We don't want to be spending time talking to and investing in people that aren't right for us. But we do want those that qualify themselves as an ideal client, as somebody that's interested. We do want them to read on. So your banner is highly important because it's visual. So ask yourself, having another picture of me up there, is that going to make people get more clarity about what I do? If it's a no, you need to ask yourself, what will? What 4 or 5 words or short sentence or image could make people think, I've come home, this is the right place, I want to read on? What is the most important principle in your headline that's succinct, easy to read and easy to understand? So those 160 characters under your name. What's the most important thing that I need to share with people? Because this follows you around with all of your activity. The mistake that most people make, tell me if you've got it on yours, is you try and cram everything in. But if I met you at a networking event and I told you about all the possibilities that you could potentially get from me, you wouldn't be able to take it in, and you'd think I was a little bit weird. That's when you have to know. I talk about this probably every live that I do. The power of one. Speak to one ideal client. We've got many ideal clients, but speak to one of the one place that they're on in their journey and the one outcome that they need. That's how you create relevance. And then your about section is about sharing and framing up that you really understand them. So what we've just talked about. What are the things that they're going through at that one place on their journey? Yesterday, I was just reiterating this in my membership, and I was using a dog trainer example. So if I was a dog trainer and I was having a season where I wanted to attract new dog owners who got a puppy for the first time, I would talk about, I understand what it's like, because the chaos that ensues when you've got a new puppy, that bubble that bursts when you think of, oh, we're going to have a new puppy, they're so cute, and you come to hate this puppy because it's ruined your new furniture, it's disrupting your sleep, it's disrupting your day, and you're starting to think, I don't think this was a mistake. You need to have that clarity of your clients and speak into their world. No questions. You paint the picture. You paint the picture. And you can almost say, I get it. I get how tough it is, or I understand, or it's not your fault. We all fall into this trap. And chances are you'll be able to talk about your experience, either because you've personally gone on that journey or you've worked with clients. So that's the frame. And then you want to really offer people some just sort of top level, here's what you can do next. Why is this important? You don't want to pull people into a situation where they're going, oh wow, yeah, this is me. Oh crikey, yeah, I'm making all these mistakes. I'm feeling like that, and just leave them high and dry. You can say, look, here's 3 things that you can do right now that's actually going to make a difference. Put some boundaries in with that puppy. Here's 3 ways to do it. And you'll notice calm come into your house immediately. So give them some solutions. One of the things that we do as a company, and I'm continually saying, is give away some of your best stuff. Nobody has ever grown a business by giving away their worst stuff. So give away some of those top level. You know, you're not giving them details, you're not walking them through it. That's what people pay you for. But you are giving them real value. And then that's the sort of second section. And finally, you need to say, so here's how we can help you. This is typically who we work with and the journey that we take clients on. Make it super clear, super simple. You've got to distill it down to maybe 2 or 3 steps. That's all you need. Tell them a story that they are the star in. Segue and saying, I understand it, but here's some simple things you can do. And then share how you do that for clients. 3 sections. And then you need to finish off by stepping up and leading. It's time for big knicker, big pants, big boxers on. You step up and lead, and you say to them, and you invite them onto the marketing journey with you. If this resonates and you're sick of waking up to chaos every morning with that new puppy, if you know that things could be different, let's talk. Book a call, and we will look at 1, 2, 3. That's all you need to do. Conversations are the end destination for you to make a sale. So be asking yourself, what do you need to know? I also want you to think, as you're refreshing your profile, and if you don't want to do it on your own, we can do profile rewrites for you and with you. Just message me. You also need to be thinking about keywords. So if you're a creator, in creator mode, you'll have your hashtags. That's how LinkedIn is going to identify with you. And if you want to put in the about section, we've got a freebie for you, an about section framework. Just put about into the comments, and my team will, I'm right in the middle of some sales training today, so my team will get on to that and send it to you. So just put the about in. But you need to make sure that in your headline and in your skills section, you've got those keywords to give the algorithms a fighting chance to show your profile to the right people. You need up-to-date social proof, and I hold my hands up. We are continuing to go through a really busy season, and I updated my profile and I didn't update our recommendations. So, you know, just to be transparent, we need to do some work on that. So you need that social proof. Don't forget about that, that bottom of your profile, because people who are really interested in talking to you will look at every part of your profile. And then finally, I suggest that you, once a month, you look at whether anything has changed in your business, whether you've got more clarity and you just need to go and do a little refresh. But once a quarter, we do a profile review. So we look at the numbers of who's visiting our profile. We look at the analytics that LinkedIn gives us and say, are we attracting the right people? Do we have the right keywords? So we do more of an in-depth profile review. And we do that with our clients and the membership as well. And our membership is fantastic if you haven't been with it. We meet every week and we look at different areas of the LinkedIn marketing world, and we ensure that you get all of these things in place so that you get clients. And then let it sit. Let your profile review sit. Let the algorithms catch up and do the changes. Because you have got here in your hands potentially an incredible marketing tool that allows people to get to know you, to get to know your offering, and it builds that trust and relationship. We've spent a lot of time looking at our LinkedIn profile and getting this format right. I've worked with lots of coaches on it myself, and we feel that we've got a really good understanding. So it's worth doing the due diligence. Thank you guys for putting the about in. This afternoon, we will get the details to you. And if you've got any questions about this, then do send me a message or pop it in here. We'll come back. I know there was a few questions. We'll come back and answer those. But I really want to encourage you to go now and have a look at your profile review, or if you want us to do it, we're available to do that, and utilize this incredible tool that LinkedIn has given you. Tons of back with more LinkedIn goodness, and have an awesome week, and look forward to hearing about your new profiles. Take care for now.